How's it going? I just wanted to come on here and mention something. I'm sure I put it in a couple of my other videos, but I guess I'm just gonna kind of say it again. I guess um, this pertains to these apps everybody wants to talk on. Um, I've learned some very hard lessons when it comes to these other apps, right? These filler apps like uh, Telegram and Google Chat and all of these other chat rooms that everybody wants to chat on. And the crazy part is it's almost like people think that this is some kind of like worthwhile conversation, or it seems like people think that going and chatting on these apps is going to be a worthwhile conversation. I mean, it might be if this is where you go to talk with your friends and your family and stuff like that. But when it comes to like people you're just meeting, or maybe a romantic interest, or maybe somebody that you're interested in, chatting on apps. I'm this creature of habit where I would rather pick up the phone and call somebody or even text, right? That's a legitimate conversation. But with these other filler apps, when it comes to learning the online world, it can be a very dark place if you don't live within the realm of, well, knowing right from wrong. A lot of the signs and a lot of the things that I've learned from these filler apps is that when people want to talk on them or people want to go on them, they are more or less, and I'm sure you all see this, I'm sure you've all experienced this as well, so I'm sure I'm not the only person that's seen it and experienced it. But in my experience, it seems like people who go on these filler apps, they only want to get intimate, if you will, share half-naked pictures, do all kinds of low vibrational things. And in a lot of cases, if you're just meeting the person and you go on the app to have a conversation with them, in most experiences or most occasions, they will maybe not right off the bat ask for money, but eventually they will ask for money, and then you'll be like, well, yep, probably shouldn't have done that. Right? So I guess what I'm saying is these filler apps are just not a place to go to have a fulfilling, legitimate, honest, open, reflective conversation. Now, like I said, if you use them to talk to friends and family, great. Hey, yeah, we all post on the internet. We all have an existence on the internet, right? All of us, in some way, shape, or form. Whether it be Instagram, Facebook, whatever. But when we're on the internet, we should also make sure that we look for red flags, look for things that just probably aren't in our highest good. And when it comes to learning lessons and growing and maturing and, finding your way, right? Yes, we all go through the realm of getting on these apps and trying things out and understand it's the new world and everything has to do with online and having an online presence. But we do have a choice on what we do and how we live on the internet and the things that we do and the things that we get ourselves into. Now, I'm not saying don't get on there and learn your lessons and find your way and, hey, you're not going to learn if you don't do it. But I just want to strike some caution in the hearts of anybody who might see this. Because I would never want someone to get scammed, or never want someone to get their expectations that, hey, I just met somebody, and hey, yeah, you know, we're getting to know each other, and things are great, only to find out that they're only trying to use you, or abuse you, or hurt you in some way, or cause friction in your life, or cause damage, or cause trauma, or stop you from living life. The online world can be very dark. It can be very scary. It can be very... it can lead you down some paths that, well, you learn that maybe you probably shouldn't have went down that one. Now, the reason why I also say this too is because I've been down some paths, right? Like, the only way to learn is to make those mistakes so that you can learn, so that you can grow from them. And so, I've ventured down those paths. Meeting people, getting on these apps, talking to them, getting to know them, or I thought, only to find out that all they wanted was money. All they wanted was sex, or some kind of fractionable situationship or relationship. And so it led me to understand in full color that getting on these apps and talking is not good. It really puts a stink on meeting people and all these online dating sites and all this stuff out here that everybody wants to get on for dating and all of that. Absolutely, go and try your luck. I mean, I'm not saying that you may not find the person you're looking for or whatever. But what I'm saying is, if you're using these apps or using online for other than what it's intended for, it's not good. We should all be safe online. We should all be able to go and have our experiences online. But when it's hurting people, or when it causes us harm, that's when we should draw the line. So I guess what I'm saying is, just be careful when you're doing your thing. Take it from someone who knows, someone who's been there. But just want to leave a little note. Let everybody know, have a great weekend. It's going to be a warm one here where I'm at, so hopefully you guys will all be comfortable where you're at. Love you guys. Be good.